It was a fun weekend. Fun weekend. It was really great to be back. Really, 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 really great to be back. And it got me thinking too, I haven't left the house in 6 weeks since this happened. I haven't DJ'd. I haven't, been out and about. Been stuck in a bubble, right? Stuck in a metaphorical bubble. And I want to talk to you guys about this in a bubble because I think this is a very, very valuable piece of information, okay? It's simple, but it's something that took me years to really, truly see the value in. I've heard this from a bajillion. This is advice that I've heard over and over again from so many different types of DJs. And I kind of just I never took it seriously until I would say maybe 5 years ago. So first 10 years of my career, you know what I mean? Over 10 years, never took it seriously. And that is don't be stuck in a bubble. Go out. Listen to other DJs. Go to your local bar. Go to your local club. Go to your local lounge. If you're at a venue and there's, more than one DJ and maybe they have an earlier party, listen to them DJ. See what they're playing. See what they're doing. Mingle. If I'm at a venue and there's multiple, ballrooms, multiple weddings going on at once, I always go and check out the other wedding, even if they're, if they're starting the same time as me, I'll go check out, say what's up to the DJ. Hey, what's up, man? Nice to meet you. What's your name? Go talk to the people. Mingle. Make connections. And keep your ears open and listen. Don't get stuck in a bubble. And I know it's tough, when you got a family and you work all the time and you're running a business, which is 24/7. I get it. It's not easy. It's definitely not easy. It's definitely a lot easier for me because I don't have kids and, I don't run a business. I just, yell at the camera and I DJ weddings on the weekends, so it's easier for me to say, right? Obviously. But the benefits, it's insane, the benefits. You're keeping yourself dialed in. You're seeing what other DJs are playing. You're giving yourself ideas, stuff like that. I'm not going out trying to steal people's mixes, but, wow, I didn't think about playing that song and that song worked, especially in wedding situations or anywhere. You're like, wow, people really bop that song. I didn't think that song was a banger like that. Let me try that at my next event. And then I try it and then it worked. You know what I mean? You pick up little things. Even if the DJ's quote unquote not that great, they still could play something that you never thought of playing before. Their programming still could be great. Every DJ has their strengths, They're MCing. Maybe you hear them say something on the mic. That's a good line. We could always use a good line on the mic, right? That's the beautiful thing about MCing. It just, it takes experience. You kind of pick things up and you want to keep it different. You don't want to say the same stuff. You don't want to get caught saying ladies and gentlemen over and over again at this time, that sort of thing, all of our little crutches as MCs. You listen to other MCs, you listen to other people, even a club or a bar or whatever, you listen to them speak, you're going to pick some things up that you might not have thought of saying. Use the Notepad app in your phone. I live by that thing. I'll write down songs in there. I'll write down MC lines. Even within your own company. If you work for a company, right? Or even if you own the company, whatever, you have other DJs. It's a multi-op, right? And there's multiple DJs in that company. If you haven't worked with every single one of those DJs and seen them DJ, you are goofy. Everybody has their own style. Everybody has their own things that they do. You will learn something from everybody. So don't get stuck in a bubble. Go out, mingle, listen to other DJs in every aspect. Bar, club, wedding, private event, whatever. So I don't care what kind of events you do as a DJ, what kind of gigs you do, you're going to pick up something from every kind of DJ. If a club DJ went and saw a wedding DJ, they would learn something. 100%. They would get an idea from them. And vice versa. It keeps you dialed in too. You see what other people are playing, especially clubs. I think clubs is a huge thing because clubs and bars and stuff like that, you hear, what new music is working. And that's a tough part about being a DJ, right? Because nowadays, we don't really break music anymore or anything like that. But when new music comes out, we might like it or not like it. But how do we know if it works? And then if you're a wedding DJ like me, every wedding's a Super Bowl. You don't really want to risk it for the biscuit. So it's tough, It's tough to bring in new songs at a wedding, you got to be really good at mixing. You got to really have a game plan and stuff when you do it, because like, you're taking a risk. You're playing a song and hoping it works. If it doesn't, bombs your dance floor, then maybe it takes you a little bit to get it back. And, you can't redo this wedding. It's not like a bar, so it's cool to like go out and see DJs play newer music and it working and people bopping. And I'm like, all right, well, all these people are like the average age of a couple and they're bopping to this music. This will work at a wedding. This should work at a wedding. I'll have more confidence to play it at a wedding and try it out and switch things up. So it keeps you more dialed in. It gives you perspective on that. I just think it's so important. And I would say the biggest hurdle about this, about going out in general, is your partner, your wife, your husband, your girlfriend, your boyfriend. That's probably the biggest hurdle, right? Because that's single shit, going out to a club, going out to a bar. That's single shit. That's something single people do. Most people in culture, right? In the culture, most people, when they get, they get a wifey, they don't go out no more, right? Or if they do go out, they go with their girl. So that's the biggest hurdle. And you got to just explain the value to them. Bring them when you can, of course. You know what I mean? Bring them. That's the easiest solution. But if you got kids and they have to watch kids, that sort of thing, it gets complicated. Explain the value. Be honest with them. Tell them, listen, I'm going out to hear the other DJ. I'm going out to kind of see what other people are playing. Say what's up to people, network a little bit. I'm not going out to, party. This is like work research. This is R&D. And, it's a tough sell at first. Most people are like, why? You know what I mean? But it is true. And if it helps, show them this video. Because I'm not lying. It really does genuinely help. Something I slept on for so long. Thank God I have a really, really understanding fiance, and she understands, even though she's not a DJ, she gets it. She gets how everything works. She gets the benefits of everything. And, she trusts me, and I'm not a fuckboy. That's, also don't do that. You know what I mean? Obviously. But, I just want to tell you guys that, a little speech about being in a bubble. But I slept on it so long. I didn't do this for so long. And I think I could, maybe who knows what would have happened, career-wise if I started doing this sooner, so no matter what your age, anything, trust me, you will, and it's a good time, but go out there, turn your ears on, get your notepad ready. And I promise you're going to pick something up every time you go out. And, and it'll really help you, so I feel like a lot of DJs just, they have no access to they just know what they do and that's it. And that's when you can really get stuck in a rut of just doing the same stuff over and over again, and just staying comfortable. It's until you see another DJ do something and it's like, wow, that was actually pretty cool. I want to do that, or I want to practice and learn how to do that, or I should play that song. It's when you hear someone else do it and then you watch a crowd react to it, that validates, it gives you the confidence to try something new yourself. If you don't see that yourself, you're not going to try it. You know what I mean? You're not just, or you're most likely not going to do it. You just get stuck in your ways doing your thing and that's it. So if I'm talking to you right now, if you never go out, if you can't remember the last time you seen another DJ, fix it. Trust me. You will thank me later.